Alert, saying no is not a bad thing. I repeat, saying no is not a bad thing. Learning how to say no can change your life in a positive way. Now, if you have a strong urge to please others, even at your own expense, you may be a people pleaser. Do you find it difficult to say no? Are you tired and stressed out, overworked, and lacking time for yourself? Well, check out this video. My name is Dr. Joe Laird, and in this video, I'll discuss characteristics of a people pleaser, the origins of this behavior, the effects of being a people pleaser, and what you can do to eliminate these behaviors. So let's start by identifying a people pleaser. Now, a people pleaser is a person who needs to please others because he or she fears rejection, needs to feel well liked, and has low self-esteem. People pleasers believe that if they fail to please others, they will be abandoned and lose the love that they seek. A people pleaser seeks approval and validation from others. They fear that they will disappoint the person and may be punished or face some type of negative consequences. People pleasers look for assurance that they matter to the people around them. They have characteristics similar to those of codependent individuals. They don't seek validation from within, but from without. They want to be recognized and accepted by everyone. And if accepted, they feel better about themselves. You see how that works? They have a desire to please people, which can manifest itself in many ways. A person that's a people pleaser may have difficulty saying no to others' requests. They take on extra work, causing them to neglect their work. Often they overcommit to others' plans, responsibilities, or projects when they don't want to. They have difficulty speaking up for their own needs. They say they are good when they're not. They avoid conflict by going with the flow. You've met those type of individuals. They have low self-worth and low self-esteem. They're very apologetic, always saying sorry, whether they're right or wrong. They feel anxious and sometimes depressed. They feel valuable when agreeing with others because they seek approval. These type of behaviors leave them feeling stressed out because they don't have time for themselves due to overcommitting. And as a result, they become frustrated, right? No one helps them or offers to help them. And in fact, they're fearful of asking for help because it makes them appear needy or weak. People pleasers begin to feel taken advantage of. And even though they experience these emotions, they muster up the strength to put on the I'm good face, right? You know something's wrong with them. You could tell it's a mood shift. Effects of being a people pleaser. People pleasers lose sight of who they are. Their constant people pleasing behaviors can lead them to neglect their self-care because they're too busy trying to help everyone else. And they have no time for themselves to do the things that they need to do. So they bottle up this emotion until they explode like a volcano because they feel neglected. And over time, they may become resentful. They begin to isolate and display passive-aggressive behaviors by shutting down. The stress from constant people pleasers may lead to depression and anxiety. When you neglect yourself by overcommitting, it becomes difficult to relax because of the constant stress. You got to do their work, your work, his work, her work, bars. Their work, your work, his work, her work, bars. Work, 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 bars. The origins of people pleasing. What is at the root of people pleasing? You asked that question. At the root of people pleasing behaviors is a fear of rejection or failure, which may be rooted in early childhood relationships. Perhaps a people pleaser had a parent whose love was conditional. For instance, the parent will hold back their love and affection unless the child would do good in sports or brought home a good report card. A mother or father would sometimes neglect to hug their child because they didn't clean up their room or complete their chores. So the child felt the need to perform to earn their parents' love and affection. Some people pleasers may have had emotionally unavailable parents. For instance, the parents may have grown up without proper love and nurturing from their parents. Now, this type of behavior is passed on from generation to generation and creates children who are emotionally dependent or starved or even emotionally unavailable. According to several research studies, those with emotional dependency develop a fear of being alone and long for the company of others that they care about. And they seeking that love and attention and not receiving it. Beneath the surface of people pleaser lies a strong desire or a need to be liked. They may have learned during childhood that the needs of others come first. And psychologists note that some children use people-pleasing behavior as a coping mechanism to connect with parents who only give love under certain conditions, or with parents who are strict disciplinarians, who are unpredictable. Another theory is that to become a good man, a good woman, a good wife, a mother, or husband, you have to take care of everybody else's needs while neglecting your own. Some people-pleasing behaviors are tied to gaining acceptance and affiliation by helping, becoming a yes man or woman, and saving others. Remember, I said that they have behaviors similar to codependent individuals. They may worry that fighting for their own needs will drive others away, causing them to feel unfavorable in the other's eyes. Finally, people with people-pleasing behaviors, say that fast. People-pleasing behaviors can be a defensive mechanism that protected you from childhood traumas or abuse. See, your people-pleasing behaviors helps you to feel safe and secure, and over time, you believed it was more important not to rock the boat, to put your needs aside, and to help your parents or family in any way that you could. You didn't want to rock the boat, so you just kept it quiet and did what they told you to do. And as an adult, you receive praise for being a hard worker and assigned more work while others slacked off. That's what your people-pleasing behavior got you. And in the end, you end up taking on more responsibilities, which in the end cause you to become burnt out, resentful, and unhappy. Here's a side note. People look for people-pleasers so they can take advantage of them. They seek to put their items on your plate so that they don't have to do the work. And in most cases, they don't care about your emotions or your time. They're just looking for someone to, offload their work on. But you believe that you are doing them a favor. The truth is that you're hurting that person by taking on their responsibilities. How will that person grow if they don't have to complete their responsibilities? So do yourself a favor and tell them that you can't help them because you're not available, all right? Now, how to stop people-pleasing behaviors? If you desire peace, there are a few things that you can do to regain your dignity. Here are a few short tactics that may help. Ask yourself this question. What will I lose if I say no? What will you lose? Are you afraid that they won't like you anymore? If they treat you differently because you said no, that means they really didn't care about you to begin with. Check that one. Think about that. Can they do the task that they're asking you to do? If so, try showing them how to do the task and they'll stop asking you to do it. Start by practicing saying no in the mirror with yourself. Practicing saying no can be the catalyst for you saying no to others because it puts you in the habit and mindset of saying no. Tell yourself that you matter. Recognize your value. Check out my video on what's love got to do with it and value. Understand that saying no is not a bad thing. You may be harming the other person by always saying yes. By saying no, you're helping them with their growth. Learn about healthy boundaries and put them into practice. If you allow people to walk all over you and mistreat you, they will. Learn to speak up when saying something is bothering you, right? When something's bothering you, learn to speak up. Check out my video on boundaries. Stop allowing fear to rule you. Now, on the opposite side of fear is victory. You'll start the process of becoming a better version of yourself, and others will stop calling you Matt, short for doormat. That's my little joke. You like that? All right. If you need additional help on reducing your people-pleasing behaviors, consult with a mental health professional, such as a therapist or a counselor, who can help you work on overcoming your people-pleasing tendencies. In addition, they can support you in forming healthy and secure attachments with others. You may also learn to work on setting boundaries with others and advocating for your needs. You are no longer that child who didn't have a voice and jumped through hoops for love. You are an adult. So you must leave those childhood memories in the past and create new adult memories. You are valuable and worthwhile, and you deserve peace in your life. Take back your power by saying no. You'll see who is with you and who is not. And if they truly love you, they will respect your decisions and not try to manipulate you to do their will. God gives you the right to say no, and they are no one's God. Remember that. I hope that you were able to gain some insight from this video. Thank you for taking the time to support my channel. And if you like the channel, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and share it with someone who you think can benefit from this information. Life is truly what you make it. So don't blame no one else. You can't blame anyone else if it's not going the way you want it to go. You want it to go. You're not a slave. You are not a prisoner. You were created in the image of God to do great things. Remember, the more you know, the more you grow. Have a blessed day. You are more than a conqueror. And if God be for you, who could be against you? Have a blessed day.